Hi everyone, this is a free clearing to release any insecurity that you're holding. Anything where you feel like you are not enough. And of course, this is one that can really run through a family or ancestral lineage wounds. So any kind of energetic, spiritual roots of insecurity, we're going to go in and release today. So I'm just going to have you relax your body for a moment. Just close your eyes, take a breath. I'm going to do the same. So I would like to call upon and invoke or bring forth the very highest vibration of source energy, which is love, to step into this clearing. I'd like to ask that all of the beings who are working with us come forward with ease, that any negative or limiting themes, challenges, choices, or programs that need to be cleared, clear easily and effortlessly, and that I remain neutral and clear on behalf of anyone listening, and so it is. So I'm going to ask to please connect my high self committee with your high self committee. I want to know if I'm working with myself, listeners, high self, or both. No one. So are there some blocks to releasing around this issue? Yeah, there's an energy of panic. Do I need to know where it comes from? No, we just want to go ahead and let that go. So we're going to release panic first. And now I want to know if I'm working with myself, listeners, high self, or both. Still no one. So what else do we need to release on this subject or around this subject? The energy of isolation, victimization, again, panic, hardship, and guilt. Can we clear it? Clear it out now. All the levels, all the layers, all of the reasons. Clear soul programs. Let's clear energies of guilt, clear energies of abandonment, and clear energies of insecurity. Let's give everybody a boost. So now am I working with myself, listeners, high self, or both? Now both. Does anyone have blocks to receiving or benefiting from this session, the modality, or from me? No. How long for my prep? Myself, listeners, prep their high self. Apply it now. What's the lowest level of consciousness for anyone on my high self committee? Everyone working with me. Where is my soul's consciousness or level of awareness on behalf of anyone listening? Lowest level of consciousness. Let me just ask listeners, high self, and soul's consciousness or level of awareness. Okay, and where's my soul's consciousness or level of awareness? And so my ego, listeners, ego, any openings, holes, rips, tears, discarnate, separate entities, attachments, any vortex or portal energies, souls in the body, souls connected, how many remaining, how many are left, how many are still there for listeners? What about for me? Do I have any openings, holes, rips, tears, discarnate, separate entities, attachments, vortex or portal energies, souls in my body, souls connected, how many remaining, how many are left, how many are still there? Okay, to what degree is everyone in their physical body and in life? Okay, good. Now, let's pull up roots of insecurity. Comparison is a part of this, comparing self to others, particularly when we compare how we feel inside with how other people seem to be feeling in that exterior mask or social media mask, and that energy of comparison, feeling like, oh, I am coming up short. They're living such a great life. What's wrong with me? So the two statements really are the ones that seem to come up for people the most. The first one, there's something wrong with me. The second one, there's something wrong with my life. And so these are lots of roots of suffering or struggling relating to comparison. So this is what I want to delve into. So where do we go to release this first and foremost? There's a fear program and an imprint of abuse of self. Comes from a past life. And so this is using judgment and comparison with others as a way to try to motivate you, as a way to try to push you into having a deeper, stronger purpose. And so what we want to do is bring in the understanding that you can be connected to purpose without needing judgment or comparisons. And so we're clearing this program first, the overwhelm with self, abuse of self through judgment, and the energy of indecision, panic, focus on others. Is this enough to clear it? Let's go ahead and release this for your being. Let's let this unwind. How many roots of needing to compare oneself to others? They're infinites of infinites. What's the program? Rejection of self and guilt. Can we clear it? Clear it. So there's a part of the mind that might be saying, well, if I don't compare myself to others or stay focused on what other people are doing, how will I know how well I'm doing? And so the answer to that is, how do you feel? How are you feeling? And so we want to release all of these energies of addictions to helplessness, addictions to anxiety, addictions to insecurity, and let's release it. Because we want you to be able to feel into your experience and where you are in different areas of life relative to your own goals and dreams and wishes and desires. And we want to release anything that would block you from being able to honestly evaluate, yeah, I feel great about this, and this is right for me, and this is exactly where I should be, and not needing to look outward to compare. And so where else are we going? Let's clear the program of anxiety. Let's clear the program of rejection of yourself and rejection of life. I want to go a little bit deeper into that. So where are these roots? Rejection of self, rejection of life. Originally a fear program. It's an imprint of abuse of self from a past experience within a group. The energy is frustration, abuse, helplessness, and indecision. Can we clear it? Clear it. Where else is there a program, a theme, a challenge, or an energy related to insecurity? It's a hardship program established in a past experience with a group. The resulting energy, unresolved from that experience, still happening in the now, is self-doubt. Energies of self-doubt becoming anxiety, which feels like hardship, turning into a mental or emotional brutality towards self, creating rejection of self, overwhelm, and energies of guilt, fear of life, hate of life, and fatigue, as well as insecurity. So I want to know if we can release this and release the roots. Let's go ahead and do that. So what I'm getting is this image of where we are loosening up the glue holding all of this together. So let's give everybody a boost. Let's clear all motives, hidden origins, and psychic reasons. What else? Let's clear blocks to self-forgiveness. Now we're going to move into a different part of this, which is I need insecurity because it makes me more relatable. Being insecure or self-deprecating, it makes me more lovable. I'm not a threat to others if I'm insecure. And so where is that, or what is that? It's an energy of hardship, an energy of loneliness, appeasing other people's ego, an energy of panic, and an energy of confusion. Confusion about self and confusion within relationships. What is this blocking for everyone? Self-esteem, enthusiasm, determination. It blocks confidence in yourself and the energy or positive expression of order in life. And so I want to know if this is enough to clear it. So let's go ahead and release it. The lifetime, the program, the energy, remove all of the discord. Where else is there a belief that insecurity is serving oneself? This is related to injustice, and it comes from a past. And so this is where there's an experience that you had, or you're holding a memory through the collective consciousness or through a group consciousness of being killed, harmed or killed. And there's an energy of disappointment with it. And so why was this person harmed or killed? Appearing too confident or even arrogant. And so what is this? It created a block to confidence, created a block to pleasure in life, appreciation of your own life, self-forgiveness, self-preservation, and strength. So can we clear it? Clear it. So we just want to take a moment here and discern that confidence is having a real sense of security and faith in oneself, being able to take action despite any type of fear, right? Being willing to move forward. There's confidence, having a sense of self, having a real clear sense of my gifts and abilities, and knowing that if I fail, it's okay. I'll be able to find my way through, right? Marie Forleo says everything is figure outable. So that feeling of confidence stems from those types of attitudes. When we move into the area of arrogance, right? Arrogance, I'm superior, I'm better than all of you. What is that, right? That's really a mask for insecurity. So I have a lot of clients who will say to me, well, I'm a little bit nervous about being confident because I'm afraid people are going to think I'm arrogant. Confident people are usually pretty relaxed. They don't really feel the need to have to show others up or prove that they can outdo others. They're comfortable in their own skin. They're not very threatening to others. It just is for them. Yeah, I could do that, sure, just is. It's not a real feeling here of needing to prove oneself or prove that you can outdo others or do better than others. That's related to what we're clearing. Insecurity, this energy of needing to prove one's worth to the outside world. Prove that I have the best car, that I wear the best clothes, because I need to show others that I'm better. I need to feel that I'm better. So where is there an energy where anyone who is listening would confuse confidence with arrogance? This is an energy of victimization and disappointment from a past experience within a group. This is where you were at the receiving end of jealousy with others. And so what did this create? A need to appease others, walk on eggshells, make yourself smaller, make yourself completely non-threatening to those around you. It created an energy of what? Stinginess towards self, an energy of frustration, putting others first in a forced way in order to appease or please them, so that you wouldn't feel that you were going to be at the receiving end of jealousy. So think about maybe where you might do this in your own life. Do you ever find yourself really constantly putting others first or walking on eggshells around others because you're afraid that they might have a jealousy streak or project some of that jealousy toward you? And so we're going to clear the panic from the past experience, and I want to finish resolving it. So there's an energy of overwhelm and helplessness, abuse of self, and an energy of fear of change and negativity. Is this enough to clear it? Yeah, let's clear the lifetime, the program, the energy, and remove the discord. To what degree has that been resolved? What else are we doing? Let's clear age beliefs, gender beliefs, class beliefs, scarring, the energy through transfer, student, and conscious subconscious memory. How many remaining roots of insecurity? Any vows, contracts, oaths, agreements, or obligations to appease others? Yes. Can we release them? Let's go ahead and let these go. As adults, we want to be responsible for our own stuff, how we behave, what we choose to do and say, think, believe, etc., and to give other adults the freedom to manage their own experience and to be able to voice if they have a question, a concern, an issue, a problem with our behavior or anyone else's. And so instead of running around trying to anticipate how everyone's feeling and to contort yourself in all these different ways in order to make everybody more comfortable, let's just let you be you. Let's let you do you and give everyone the freedom to feel however they feel and to work it out in their own way. So this is from the perspective that you're not walking around, smacking anybody on the back of the head or being disrespectful, right? You're just doing you, living your life, being yourself, moving toward the things that you're drawn to, and giving other people the freedom to have their own experience. So I want to release the block to the understanding that experience is the process of our evolution. Let's clear blocks to the understanding the intention is a growth. We're caught up in misbeliefs. There are 2 levels of learning, spiritual and physical, and ascension is actually the purpose of being here, being alive. Let's clear blocks to self-control, determination, and manifesting. So what I want to know is how many remaining roots of insecurity, how many other benefits of insecurity from the perspective of anyone who is listening, and any vows, contracts, oaths, agreements, or obligations to hold insecurity, to make others feel superior. Yes, and so I want to really finish wiping this one out. So this is an energy of restlessness, comes from a past life with a group. There's a program here of a social suicide or like a social fall from grace, suffering, guilt, abandonment, loneliness, and the program of low self-esteem. So is this enough to clear it? Let's clear the lifetime, the program, the energy, and remove the discord. Where else is there a vow, contract, oath, agreement, or obligation of insecurity to make others feel superior, relaxed? Ultimately, this is really a form of a manipulation. I'm going to act a certain way, and then that's going to make this person act a certain way, and then I'm going to ultimately feel more comfortable. And so what we want to do is release this, the need to manipulate others, even through holding or running or projecting low self-esteem. So let's bring in healthy self-esteem, self-worth, responsibility for your own experience, your own emotions. Let's download the energy of prosperity and trust, trusting yourself, trusting life, worthiness, love, and love of self. Anything else that I need to know about that? Anything more to do? Any other ancestral lineage insecurity? No. Any other insecurity roots? Any other need, belief, habit, pattern, or desire to run appeasement? And any other blocks to confidence? No. Is there anything else, that we need to bring in? Let's download self-preservation and download self-forgiveness and download relaxation. So now what's the accuracy, the completion, and the integration of this clearing? Is there anything more to do? So let's go ahead and apply the mop-up list. I want to thank my high self, listeners' high self, all of the beings working with us, bringing forth light and releasing all darkness, limitation, and fear. And so it is. And I'm just going to ask one more time, what's the accuracy, the completion, and the integration? Any discarnates from past life or past life research, and anything that's still open in terms of soul records that need to be closed? Nope, we're all set. Great. So I hope that you feel a little lighter after listening to this, and I hope that you could see where this might be running for you, or could identify if you've experienced anything like this in your past, that energy of insecurity and that need to try to appease others because you're trying to avoid their jealousy or their insecurity. It's a really interesting topic. Take care of yourself, have a beautiful week, and I will be back next week with another free clearing. Bye for now.